So after visiting with my family and seeing all the devastation and the hardships it caused, I'm somebody that's very strong in faith, and I asked myself, why would somebody like me, somebody that's done nothing but good their whole life, that's always been there to help everybody that needed help, you know, why would somebody like me have to be going through such a horrible thing like this? You know, I know bad things happen to good people, but this has just been such overkill and crazy that I start questioning why. And I asked God why. But I got my answer. Because sitting here thinking about it, if you go back to 2011 on my videos, you'll see that I went through a very dangerous open heart surgery procedure. And before I went under the knife, I did everything, with my family, wills, everything, and I was afraid I was not going to make it through this surgery because of the dangers of it. And I did a video after my surgery saying that during my surgery, I got to meet with our Creator. And He gave me a message to bring back. And I did a video, and it's on there. And the video is marked, message from God. And when this meeting between me and God happened, I just didn't understand why are you asking me to come back with this message, because I just didn't feel worthy of the amount, the weight of what He was asking for me to do. I'm just a regular person, I felt there'd be so many more people more qualified to try to get this message out than me. But then again, how do you question the Creator? And He gave me a message to bring back to everybody. So after my surgery, I did a video, and like I said, it's on my site, that says a message from God. And when I start questioning all the horrible things that I'm going through, it dawned on me that God has, if you go through the Bible, you'll see He has tested many people that He has put His faith in and helping them and follow Him. And I realized that maybe all this ugliness and horribleness I'm going through was a test of my faith to Him. Since 2011, I've been trying to get that message out that He gave me. And it really just wasn't working. I'm just not getting nowhere. And I just said to God, I don't understand why you want me to do this, because there's so many other people that have power and are known and that could get this out, instead of me. And, but that was my mission. And I started thinking about all the heartache and all the hardships I've been going through since then. And I've come to realize, I think this is just a pure test of my faith and will. So maybe that's why I'm going through such hard times, because it's a test of my faith and what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm hoping that some way you will go and watch that video of the message from God. And what really shocked me in a big way is that when the Pope came here recently, his message was the same message that I've been trying to put out. He was saying everything that I had said. I am not trying to put myself up with the Pope. I am not trying to put myself above the Pope. I'm just saying that the leader, the top person of our religion, took a tour to tell people this great message. And if you go listen to what I said almost 4 years ago, the message is the same message. And I've been totally blown away by that there's just so much that's the same. And hearing the Pope's message just reconfirmed for me how strong my commitment has to be to get this done. So maybe all this ugliness and all this horrible, horrible stuff that I've been going through is nothing more than just a test of my faith in what I'm supposed to be doing. And there are times I felt myself falling from that grace, or things were just getting too hard for me. And I'd watch the video, and the video would just reinforce me back to my commitment. So even though I'm asking for everybody's help with what's going on with this company, and even though I know so many people in powerful positions, technically, I guess it could be argumented that these people that I know that sit in these high positions of law enforcement don't think there is really a, quote, legal precedence here for them to go after this company. Is there a major moral issue what they did? Absolutely. Everybody I talk to that's, like I said, and I know people from so many big positions, morally, this is wrong on every level. So it's more of a civil thing than a outright legal thing. So even though I know so many people that can help me, fight them, can't do nothing because their hands are tied, because, like I said, this is more of a moral or civil thing than a criminal thing. They're still actually looking through things to see if they can find something that would be considered legal, and then they would get involved and help me that way any way they can. So, yeah, I still want to continue on going after this company for what they did. But more importantly, maybe this is all part of what's supposed to happen to get me to finally get the people to hear what I've been saying. And like I said, it you could say it's eerie or wow, weird, but I've said, my message that I put up, and I didn't say everything, I actually said in the video, I'm going to give you just a basic idea of this message, and then, hopefully I will be able to get out and talk about it, and I can tell the rest. The Pope went more into detail But them details are the exact details of what I said. And again, I am not putting myself on the same level as the Pope. I believe he is a hand of God, and I believe that possibly, I'm the same thing, and like I said, even though I want you to please still help me in the other thing, maybe now it's time for me to get people to go listen to that message. And we need to get that out in the open, and we need to start talking about it because, like I said, when I went into this surgery, I thought for sure I wasn't going to survive it because it was very, very dangerous surgery. And when I met with God, I knew I was going to make the surgery and live. I knew I was coming back because how else could I do what he was going to ask me to do if I didn't make it? So when I actually woke up from the surgery in the OR, the anesthesiologist had, of course, brought me back out of, and woke me up to enough to where they can talk to you. And he, and I opened my eyes and he said, everything went well, better than we even expected. You're going to be fine. And at that point, I had tears, rolling down from my eyes. And he actually reached up and wiped the tears away and said, "It's okay. I know they're tears of happiness." But little did he know actually what they were tears that were from what I just went through and experienced with God. And that I knew I was coming back because in order to be able to do what he wanted me to do, I had to survive the surgery. And so when I was, being brought out of the anesthesia or whatever, they were using, and they, of course, I had all kinds of tubes in me, and my legs and feet were actually strapped down to the gurney, because they don't want you to move when you wake up. And some people wake up with all these things attached to them and tubes in their throats and those, they could actually panic, So they tie you down to make sure you don't hurt yourself or do anything. And like I said, when he brought me through and wiped the tears away, he says, "I know there are tears of happiness that you're going to be okay." But actually, they were tears for what had happened to me during the meeting with God. So that's why I said I need you to watch the whole thing of this, because in reality, the message is for the world. It's not just for me, you, Christians, Muslims, Jewish people. It's for the entire world, this message. And that's why I said the Pope, when he came out with the message, if you listen to my video, you'll see that this is something I said 4 years ago. And I've been spending all that time trying to get it out, and it just wasn't working. And I kept feeling like I was failing him. And, but maybe that's what this all is. Maybe this was all a test of my faith and my will to see if I would stay true to the faith that I believed in. And I have. So, if you listen to the whole thing, what I need you to do is, I'd really like you to go on to the video that says, Message from God. And like I said, you'll see I posted that 3 years before the Pope came here to say the same thing. So, please, if you can, go on and listen to the video, the message, and maybe that will help you understand things better with what's going on with everything. All right, I will keep updating things and keep asking for the support of the people. thank you so much for everything. And God bless everybody. And take care of one another. And hopefully maybe now, through all this horribleness, maybe I'll finally be able to get out what I've been trying to do for the last 4 years. Okay, everybody. Thank you, and I hope you really did listen to the whole thing because, like I said, in the end, this affects every single person on the planet. All right, much love to everybody. Stay safe, and God bless.